Breeze Nation, what is good? It's your boy, and the Chicago Bears have just shaken up the roster with some major moves that you need to hear about right now. We are talking about fresh defensive additions aimed at stabilizing our core and pushing this team to the next level. Is this exactly what we needed to fix the interior pressure and lock down the secondary, or are these just stopgap pieces before the draft? I've got all the details on these signings that have everyone talking. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's dive into this breaking news. The Chicago Bears are aggressively addressing defensive needs today, officially securing veteran defensive tackle Neville Gallimore and versatile safety Coby Bryant. These roster additions represent a deliberate strategy by the organization to stabilize the defensive unit before the upcoming draft. Neville Gallimore brings essential interior pass rush value, having generated 17 total pressures and 3.5 sacks last season while playing in 17 games. As the Bears look to improve their ability to collapse the pocket, Gallimore serves as a critical rotational piece, providing a necessary veteran presence alongside Javon Dexter. While interior run defense remains an area requiring attention, the addition of Gallimore provides the team with a disruptor who can eat up space and alleviate pressure on the edge players. This move aligns with the broader goal of maintaining a competitive defensive interior during passing downs. Meanwhile, the headline acquisition of Coby Bryant, a proven safety secured on a 3-year, $40 million deal, is a significant development for the secondary. At 26 years old, Bryant brings a track record of reliability and production, having recorded 7 interceptions and 17 passes defended during his time with Seattle. This signing is particularly impactful as it signals a shift in the safety room, providing a seasoned playmaker who can immediately elevate the defensive scheme. By securing these two players, the Bears are clearly signaling their intent to build a more resilient and versatile defense. These acquisitions are not merely depth signings, they are calculated moves to provide the coaching staff with experienced assets who understand how to perform at the professional level. As the organization moves forward into the 2026 season, the focus remains on building a roster that is both deep and adaptable, ensuring that every position group is bolstered by reliable contributors ready to compete from day one. Bear down. Why does this matter right now for the Chicago Bears? Adding Neville Gallimore and Coby Bryant is a direct response to the need for immediate production and stability on the defensive side of the ball. The team is currently in a phase where they are balancing the development of younger players with the necessity of having veterans who can hold their own against elite competition. Neville Gallimore's ability to provide interior pressure directly addresses a vulnerability that existed throughout the previous year, specifically in how the defensive line struggled to force quarterbacks off their spots. By bringing in a player who has shown an ability to penetrate the interior, the Bears are setting the stage for edge rushers like Montez Sweat to find more success in one-on-one situations. Furthermore, the acquisition of Coby Bryant is a masterstroke for the secondary. When a team adds a player with Bryant's resume, a Super Bowl champion with a knack for forcing turnovers, the impact on the rest of the defensive backfield is immediate. His presence allows the coaching staff to implement more complex coverages, knowing they have a reliable anchor at the safety position. This matters because it shifts the expectation for the defense from just getting by to actively disrupting opponent game plans. The secondary now possesses a higher ceiling for ball production, which is crucial in a division where every possession counts. For the current roster, these moves translate to less reliance on unproven depth and more confidence in the rotation. It provides the team with a solid foundation, allowing the front office to enter the draft without feeling desperate to fill massive holes, thereby enabling them to target the best available talent to round out the depth chart for the remainder of the 2026 campaign. The narrative surrounding these acquisitions revolves heavily around the team's commitment to building a winning defensive identity through smart personnel management. Neville Gallimore, signed to bolster the interior, serves as a high-effort player whose impact is felt most during passing situations. His history with Dallas and the Colts suggests he is a player who understands his role and can be deployed effectively within a rotation. The Bears have prioritized this kind of production, ensuring that no single player is overextended while maintaining fresh bodies in the trenches. This strategy is essential for sustaining performance throughout a grueling 17-game schedule, as fatigue often leads to lapses in defensive efficiency. On the back end, Coby Bryant provides exactly the kind of high IQ play that the Bears were looking for to solidify the secondary. With 7 interceptions over the last 2 seasons, Bryant is a proven commodity when it comes to capitalizing on mistakes made by opposing signal callers. This ability to force turnovers is the hallmark of a dangerous defense, and adding him suggests that the Bears are intent on creating more opportunities for their offense to work with shorter fields. The financial commitment, $13 million annually, reflects the organization's valuation of a reliable, high-performing safety who can be a multi-year fixture in the lineup. This is not just about filling a spot, it is about establishing a standard for the caliber of players the team expects to have on the field. The organization has acted decisively, identifying clear areas for improvement and executing deals that provide both immediate relief and long-term security. These decisions underscore a disciplined approach to roster construction, emphasizing value, production, and the strategic distribution of financial resources to maximize the team's overall potential. Looking at the broader implications for the 2026 season, these moves indicate that the Chicago Bears are not content to sit idle while the rest of the league retools. The focus has been on securing pieces that fit a specific vision for a faster, more disruptive defense. Neville Gallimore's arrival provides the interior push that has been missing, while Kobe Bryant brings a veteran savvy that can mentor younger defensive backs as they navigate the complexities of the NFL. This balanced approach to adding talent, pairing young, developing stars with seasoned professionals, is a tried-and-true method for sustained success. The management team has clearly signaled that they believe this roster is ready to take a significant leap forward, as evidenced by their willingness to pursue high-impact trades for established superstars like Max Crosby, despite those deals ultimately falling through. This shows that the front office is not playing for the future alone. They are actively searching for ways to enhance the current roster's competitiveness. The addition of Kobe Bryant, in particular, acts as a statement of intent, showing that the team is willing to invest significantly in defensive excellence. By securing a high-caliber safety, the Bears have effectively mitigated the uncertainty that often accompanies roster transitions. The depth provided by Neville Gallimore ensures that the defensive line remains robust, capable of weathering injuries and maintaining pressure even when primary starters are on the sideline. This level of preparation is what separates contending teams from the rest of the pack, as it ensures that the team's floor remains high regardless of the variables that arise during the season. The overall result is a defense that looks significantly more balanced and prepared for the challenges that lie ahead in the coming months. As the Chicago Bears transition into the next phase of the offseason, the emphasis shifts toward the draft, where the organization will continue to refine its roster. Having addressed the interior defensive line and the safety position with proven veterans like Neville Gallimore and Kobe Bryant, the front office has provided itself with increased flexibility. The team can now enter the draft with a clearer understanding of its strengths and weaknesses, allowing them to remain disciplined and target the best player available rather than reaching for needs. This is the hallmark of a well-planned offseason. Fans can be optimistic about the direction the team is heading, as the current moves provide a solid foundation for the coaching staff to work with. The team has successfully turned potential vulnerabilities into positions of depth and reliability. With the roster now bolstered by players who have demonstrated their capacity to excel at the highest level, the Bears are well positioned to build upon the momentum generated in previous seasons. The strategy is clear: acquire reliable talent, maintain financial flexibility, and remain aggressive when opportunities to improve present themselves. This analytical and proactive approach to roster building is what the fan base has been looking for. As we look ahead, the integration of these new players will be the primary focus during upcoming team activities. Watching how these veterans mesh with the existing core of young talent will be one of the most exciting aspects of the preseason. Make sure to stay tuned to this channel as we continue to track every move, every signing, and every draft pick that shapes the future of this team. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit the like button, subscribe to stay updated on all things Chicago, and join us for our next deep dive into the Bears.